Guys, welcome back. Surprise! Russia hits the stage at the Juno Awards. And what's fantastic is this time, you guys are writing me first. I hadn't even made a video, I haven't even talked about it. Matt, a couple mornings ago, writes me. I get an email from Matt, and he goes, "Have you seen this, Eric?" And sends me the link. I open up the link, and what it was is some footage that someone shot in the audience at the Juno. It wasn't the footage that you see on your screen right now from the CBC. So I get the video, and I'm immediately pinching in. I'm like, there she is. There's Anika. So I wanted to make sure, when is this from? Is this new? I just had that question right away. And also, right away, I was thinking, okay, interesting song choice, Finding My Way. First track, first album, first Rush album. So I want to talk about that. The song choice. Interesting, lyrically, musically, time wise. Why did they choose Finding My Way? Moreover, let's do a reaction. I'm going to watch this. We're going to watch it together. We're going to analyze things. I want to take a look at Anika's drums. I know Alex is playing a Les Paul, and Geddy has his normal Fender jazz bass. So that's really easy, but it's Anika's drums. I mean, there they are right now. I want to take a close look at those. We'll pause, we'll zoom in, that kind of thing. So that's what we're doing. Why did they play? And really, guys, this is exciting. Even after that, in the last day or so, so many of you have written me just excited. Hey, they look like they're happy. They're having fun. Anika sounds great. Praise has been pouring in from you guys. Fantastic to hear from you. Thank you for being here. I'm Eric. This is a Loud Boy Experience, and let's find our way together. Now that kind of sucked. Hey, let's go. Out of 40 years, 20 albums, 200 plus songs, Rush could have chosen any one of those songs, but they chose Finding My Way. It is the first track on the first album. The first album's called Rush. The first track is called Finding My Way. And there's one lyric in particular in this song that I find kind of applicable to this return. After all these years away, Rush is coming back. They have Anika now. They have Loren on keyboards. They're playing there live at the Juno. This truly is a coming home, meaning coming home to us, to music, to the stage, to their career, to what they're really meant to be doing. You know, forget retirement. Let the boys play. So check this out. Of course, yeah. Oh, yeah, man, that's so high. That was my really first thought when I heard that they were doing Finding My Way. I'm like, that part's not easy. Geddy was a boy back then. He could screech up into the heavens, but that is not the case anymore. So I'm like, okay, wow, that's not an easy song for Geddy to sing. Now, moreover, though, let's look at the lyrics. So that was my first thought. My second thought is, okay, what does the song say? I've been gone so long. I've lost count of the years. Well, I sang some sad songs, and yes, I've cried some bad tears. And I'm running and I'm finding my way back home. Of course, these lyrics didn't intentionally mean anything to do with their current situation. However, I do find them applicable in the sense of coming home again, in the sense of being gone for so long. They've cried some tears. They've been through a journey. Since we lost Neil, they have been through a journey. And really, this song kind of perfectly encapsulates their finding their way back home to a stage in Canada on the CBC, playing their first song with a new drummer, with a new keyboard player. And yeah, the boys are home again. This is Rush, live at the Juno Awards, their surprise performance. We have Geddy, Alex, Anika on drums, and Loren on keys. Let's get right to it, and let's give it a listen. Do you guys remember the days when Alex still had stacks of amps on stage? It happened in a certain progression, right? Geddy was the first one to be lined straight into the house mix, right? Without actual amps on stage. So he's getting all of his feeds and monitors off the main board in his, inner earpieces. And then he took a little bit longer. He finally crossed over. Like, so at R40, those amps, of course, were all just props. right? But there was a day going back maybe 20-ish years where Alex still had amps on stage. That just came to mind because seeing Alex just standing there stage center and playing his guitar. So that is really the modern way to make music. Let's go. There's a classic logo. Red, not the OG pink. Over a cool Starfield. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. It doesn't sound like, I don't expect it to sound like the original. That's ridiculous to expect that in any live performance. So he actually pretty much almost hit those notes. And again, good. Again, he's playing his Fender Jazz bass, and Alex is playing his Les Paul. I want to know what Anika's playing. If you guys instantly recognize her drum set, what cymbals and what toms and bass and all the different parts, let me know. Drop me a comment. Let's keep playing. Here we go. There's Neil. There's Loren back there. There she is. Okay. I was mainly keyed in listening to Anika on drums right there. That's why I was kind of doing this. I was really focusing in. I want to back that up some because from the little fills to the sound of her cymbals to the sound of the snare, just to her keeping time and rhythm, and I'm listening to the whole package. Let's give it another play. Ride cymbal. Now, you guys hear that? Is Loren singing backup? I hear a backup vocal. I hear, whoa, whoa. I'm not sure where that backup is coming from. Let's play it. Really straightforward song, right? I have to say, let me know if you agree or disagree. I don't care. But guys, Geddy sounds pretty good. There's been a lot of speculation and concern over his ability to keep up with and do this massive tour that they're about to embark on. And I know this isn't even date one. Fine. But for this performance, he sounds pretty good. Do you agree? Not bad. I wouldn't be disappointed. All right, let's go. I mean, for instance, the part I was referring to is right back here. That part. Yes, I think Loren's singing backup. The high notes are not easy for him, not at all, right? He's doing it, right? He's pulling them off, but it's not easy, and I know how that is. I know when my upper register, my falsetto is strained, I have to make extra effort to slide in and out of it and to meet certain notes. I know what that's like, and yeah, but he's making it happen. That's a pro. So. There she is. I love it when Yes, I can see him back there. Loren is singing backup. So not only did we get a keyboard player, but Loren is doing backup. There you go. So they got a backup singer and a keyboard player. That was a little strange. Did you guys see that? Okay, you know, we have the modern incarnation of Rush, right? But right here, seeing Neil on the projection screens behind and around them, that was weird, trippy, and a little Ghost Rider. Okay, just right here. Right there. That's us, right? We see R40 and all the tours before that. It was Neil projected on the screen live. Okay, IMAG, image magnification. So, yeah, that was kind of trippy, right? Because, you know, I'm hearing Anika, but I'm seeing, all right, there we go. Here we go. Guys, is that cowbell over there? Isn't that a cowbell? Yeah. Right here, guys. Okay. Yeah, good. You can see my cursor. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a cowbell. All right, more than one. So, all right. So let's take a look at her set. We are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 toms. I got 4 here. I assume that's one of the. There's a snare. We got a bass, a floor tom over here, and a couple of mids. So, you know, it's not as big as Nilles. Don't expect it to be as big as Nilles. But then I guess a second snare here, or is that electric? Guys, let me know. What is that icon right there? It's a kind of weird looking M looking B thing. I'm not even sure. Is that some kind of electric hooked up to MIDI kind of thing? Let me know. Also, with the zigzag, is that a type of drum head, or is that an electronic trigger? So I don't know. A lot of times when you see those kind of matte black drum heads, right? There's normally an electronic trigger in there, right? You know, for electric drums. So we have 3 analog toms, analog snare, and then her cymbals all around. She's got a ride over here, a couple of crashes, and then one of those weird Swiss cheese kind over here. And of course her hi-hat. Interesting, guys. Let me know brands from the heads to the toms to the wood and the cymbals and the brass. If you guys know what she's playing or have heard what she's playing, please let me know. And there she is. All right, so let's back this up a little bit. Okay, yeah, so that is, she has a snare over there so she can do her cowbell sound. And then she goes over to the other snare. That was a cool fill. So yeah, okay, let's, one more time here. Okay, yeah, so, so she got a snare off to her left, but of course a snare in the main right to do the rest of the set. So she can do the cowbells right, and she's got a snare right nearby. She swivels, got a main snare for the rest of the set. Okay. I'm waving my hands around like I'm insane, but you guys know what I'm saying. Okay, here we go. Dude, that was nice. That was nice. Quick hits on the snare to a fill. Listen to this. That was cool. I'm happy. Okay. I cannot be alone with just the question mark. Or for you, question mark. What is it going to be like? Is she going to be good enough? Please be good enough. Please hold. And this is a good test run. And not their hardest song, but she's smoking it. She's great. And boy, I'm just freaking happy. I gotta get me some tickets. Guys, get me some tickets. All right, here we go. Alex. There's the boys. You realize how long it's been since we've seen this? 11 years. 2015 was our 40. It is now 2026. 11 years, guys. And there's the boys. It's so cool. During that part back, Loren's playing some keys. Anika! That was cool. That was kind of a... Listen to this next fill. So yeah. You know, so that wasn't just a straight fill over the toms. That was, you know, so a couple of little hits and then snare and then cymbal. So anyway, that's why it sounded different, but it sounded good. All right, let's back this up some. Yeah. Ride cymbal. Again, I saw Neil back there on iMag, okay? Trippy. And there he is again. I don't know what to think about that. Here. What do you guys think? So many of you have shared with all of us in Loud Boy Land that you have tickets. Awesome. Glad you do. And those of you who have your tickets, you've got them, or digitally, you're going to print them out later, whatever. You have your tickets and you're thinking like, what do you think now? Are you even more excited? In just the past few days alone, so many of you shared with me that, hey, I'm going to be down in Florida. I'm going to be over in Texas. I just got a couple of tickets in Chicago. You know, so around the world, you guys have been writing into me, letting me know you got tickets. Keep doing that. I want to hear it. But are you guys even more excited now? And for those of you who haven't gotten tickets, are you now going, hey, I wonder if I could at least get some nosebleeds? You know, did this performance change anything for any of you? Man, Anika sounded great. She really did. The boys sounded good. Alex was on point. Geddy was, you know, good enough. And I don't mean that as a slight or a negative at all. What I mean is, this isn't easy. And the fact that he chose a hard song. Finding My Way. Oh, yeah, all that high stuff. Ridiculous. You know, and to do it right off the bat in the very beginning of the song and nail them. I mean, he did well. He did well. Loren was back there. He's going to be much more of a great showcase on other songs. This is not a keyboard-centric song. But when we get there, when we push into the 70s and all that organ kind of cool, but then we push into 80s and beyond, we'll have a lot more Loren on keys, and that'll be really interesting as well. Guys, thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure. This was such a wonderful surprise. And as always, I thank you for your comments. Please like it if you like it. Share this with your friends and subscribe if you haven't already. I am Eric. This is the Loud Boy Experience. You guys have a good one.